welcome. Oh wait, hold up. Hello, welcome. Today we're doing Dragon Quest XI-S, and yeah. Let's get to it. I'd turn back if I were you. This is no place for wandering on your own. Head south to Last Bastion. You'll be safer there. Hey. Oh, here. 2 secs. I gotta take care of my cat. Pause it. Okay. Alright.
Sandy, there you are. And where did you run off to, might I ask? Oh. Oh my, it's really you, isn't it? You're alive, and you've come back to us. Oh, I've been so worried, especially after, well, we heard such awful things. Oh, Sandy, you're right, of course. This is the best news I could have hoped for. And here I am, blubbering like a baby. Welcome home. It's not quite the cobblestone we grew up in, is it? No, we've been through a lot. After you left, this terrible man named Jasper came. I'll never forget his eyes. They were so cold. He rounded us all up in the center of the village, and then he ordered his men to kill us. But we were lucky. Not everyone is as cruel as Jasper. No, another soldier came and told him to stop. He said there was no need to take our lives. But that didn't stop them burning the village to the ground and locking us all up in the castle. Still, that one good man made sure we came to no harm. Sorry, Sandy, you're right. He's just got home after a long journey. He doesn't want to hear me blathering on. Come on, let's go and see the one person who'll be even happier to see you than me.
I don't know who came up with the name, but this place is known as the Last Bastion. It represents the final hope for all those who were robbed of their homes when Yggdrasil fell. Am I dreaming? Can it really be you, Yosan? I wish I had more cheerful news, but I'm afraid I lost my beloved husband the day Yggdrasil fell. Then I came back to Cobblestone to find our home burned to the ground. Ah, it's been terrible. But you just have to go on. What else can you do? At least I've still got my Cole. Make sure you say hello to if you see him. When Yggdrasil fell, a terrible darkness descended over Heliodor and monsters poured from the castle. We barely escaped with our lives. We would have given in to despair if it wasn't for one man, the hero. We owe him our lives. If this place is the final flickering flame of hope, he's the one who keeps it burning. They say this place was once a little village called Cobblestone. Well, those days are gone, I'm afraid. Now it's known as the Last Bastion. Eh? You were born and raised in Cobblestone, you say? Well, you've chosen a heck of time for homecoming. Wait. Back before the fall, some lucky folk could fit between places using Zoom. But thanks to the Lord of Shadows, that magical pathways all got messed up and now it doesn't work anymore. Which means if you want to start using it again, you'll have to revisit everywhere you want to zoom to first. A real pain, I know, but it's the only way. God damn it. He's right. At least I got the Last Bastion on here. It is Cobblestone. I've already been here and searched everything. I'm a genius, I tell ya. I reckon a good old rummage through the rubble of the mayor's house will turn up all sorts of stuff. He's right. Holy shit. Okay, it's worth exploring. Okay, let's... You'll find the main part of Last Bastion just beyond here. If you need food or weapons or anything, this is the place to get them. Where did you go? There you went. It's a scary world out there, so you need to make sure you got the right weapon for the job. I've got to hand it to her. This little girl knows what she's doing. Even the faintest deed is like putty in her hands. She says her old man taught her about horses. Well, he did a good job, that's all I can say. Yay, it's Yo-san. You're back. I'm so happy. When we were locked up in the castle, I remember a big boom, and then everyone was screaming and running. I remember my daddy telling me to hide with the horsies, and then I don't know what happened then. All I know is that I haven't seen my daddy since. But if I'm a good girl, my daddy will come back, won't he? That's why I'm looking after the horsies. Okay, so I've been here. The Darkspawn. I know, I shouldn't call you that. You're the Luminary. Please forgive me. I was convinced you were going to bring disaster on the world. We all were. But now I know different. I'm sorry. They took some troops and rode out again to look for the injured and lost. I just worry he's pushing himself too hard. No matter how strong you are, you can't do battle every day without it taking its toll. The occupant of this tent has been in poor health ever since the Yggdrasil fell. He mustn't be disturbed, so if you mind when going elsewhere. Going backwards. Already been here. Is there anything new for these places? No. Okay. Had to know. Well, look who it is. You survived them. Of course, I always knew you would take care of yourself. You're Chalky's grandson, after all. And he's always found his way back home, no matter how far he roamed. Everyone will be over the moon to hear you're home. There ain't much in the way of good news lately. Most of them are through the gate there. It's great to have you back.
Come on, girls, put your backs into it. The boys are out there doing the fighting, so it's up to us to keep the home fires burning.
Sorry to interrupt, Amber, but I've got big news.
Hello, Gemma, love. What's got you so excited, hmm?
Well, you're not going to believe this, but there's someone very special here to see you.
My little soldier. I just can't believe it's you. After all the awful things that happened, I was sure you were... Oh.
When the disaster struck, so many people lost their lives. The sun vanished, and those terrible monsters appeared all over the place. Even those of us who were lucky enough to survive were so drained and desperate that we almost lost the will to live.
And then the hero appeared just when we needed him. He did all he could to help people, no matter who they were or where they were from. He fought off the monsters and brought everyone here to safety. Without him, I dread to think what would have become of us. And now, thanks to him, the place you once knew as Cobblestone has become the last bastion, humanity's safe haven in a world beset by darkness. Would you believe we've even got the King of Heliodor camped out here? Look, I know he was the one who ordered the village to be burned, but I'm sure he had his reasons. Things aren't always as they seem, love. He may be the last person you want to see, but you should go and talk things through with the king. Your grandfather would have wanted you to at least try. Just pop your head round the door of his tent, will you, love? For me, it's the one in the middle of the camp with the two flags. And be polite.
It is the middle of the night or first thing in the morning, you just can't tell anymore. The way things are going, I'll end up getting so confused I won't remember who I am. It doesn't bear thinking about. Oh, she's with me. Don't you be muscling in, you hear? I found this poor baby bawling his eyes out on how later on the day it just fell. His family house but burnt to the ground, but somehow his mother managed to save him. She wasn't so lucky though. Oh, it's so sad. I don't even know the poor thing's name. Well, we'll have to think of a nice one for you now, won't we, dear? This man has a scary face, but he's really nice. He said that when the sky turns blue again, he'll help me find my kitty. Alright, guy, I don't know if you heard, but once upon a time I was a famous pickpocket who liked to relieve folks of their spare change while they slept. Well, don't worry, I'm a reformed character. Me thieving days are behind me, honest. These days, I'm looking after this kid who's lost her parents. They were posh sorts, so I call her Ladyship. What's that, dear? What are we sowing? Well, that's a good question. We're sowing the seeds of hope. Oh, hark me, da, dee da. You must think I'm awfully silly. I remember how things used to be. I would sit with my sweetheart in the sunshine, talking about all the things we would do in the future. Now it all seems like a distant dream. You know, your mother has been such an inspiration to us all. When we were on the verge of giving up, she told us to buck up, and that the fight wasn't over yet. She's braver than any of us, so it's no surprise she produced a son like you. Surely not. You are Yosun, correct? How very fortunate that one should run into someone of your quality in such an earthly place. One is, of course, Derek's wife. He just so loved to regale us with tales of yours and Eric's exploits. If you have a moment, one is sure he would be overjoyed to see you. Ever the entrepreneur, he has been trading in sundries in an exquisite little spot in the western part of the encampment. I won't lie to you, darling. I've seen better days. When it all went to pot, I only went and twisted my ankle on top of everything else. But don't go worrying about me having anything to do. I may not be able to strut my stuff no more, but I know one end of a needle and a thread from the other. Me old mom wanted me to be a good little housewife. Things didn't quite work out that way, but all that sewing practice is coming in handy. I've been helping all the grown-ups all day, but I'm bored of that now. I want to go to bed. I want to go play in the river instead, but it's too cold and miserable. I don't know exactly what happened between you and the king, but it's time to let bygones be bygones. You really should go and see what he has to say. You'll find the king in the big tent with 2 flags outside it. You can't miss it, but be on your best behavior, won't you? This isn't the time to be picking fights. works. I'll be right back. Okay. Sun, 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 fun, fun, fun. Too soon? There's this girl sitting on the pier behind the tent here. I can't help worrying about her. She says she don't have no family to go home to, so she just sits there all day out at the river. She had a tough old time of it. I'd reckon I'd go and keep her company myself. I've got work to do in it. You've got a minute to spare. Maybe you can save a word. Excuse me. I lost everything when Yggdrasil fell. My family, my friends, everything. There was so much to do. There was so much I wanted to do with my life, but how am I supposed to do any of it now? Oi. In times of trouble and strife, it pays to know your money is in safe hands. This is the only free tent in the whole encampment. If you want to rest here a while, be my guest. I'll bet you're tired, Yosan. There's a nice comfy bed in that tent if you need a little lie down. We all sleep in there, so it's a bit of a mess, but I'm afraid you'll just have to make do. It'll drop off eventually, sure. Up ahead, you find cobblestone toward garden. What's that? You already know? You guys grew up here, you say, well, fancy that, but you don't look much older like the folks from Cobblestone. They tend to be a little less, well-groomed. Okay, where was... Might as well save. Welcome to the series from Magnificent Mistress Bev. Don't cross my palm a river and I'll read your fortune. I knew you'd say that. Your girls tell me mysterious rules of fate. What lank air gladiator got on his plate? Oh dear, dear, oh dear. This ain't good. This ain't good at all. I see trouble on the horizon, lots of it. But do not despair. You can avoid all your misery with just one wise investment. This touch slap my word normally costs me. No. You what? After I give you your free reading, I'll cheeky little tower. I guess I was able to read the misery that's coming your way. I always believed the power of music could get you just through just about anything. Now I'm not so sure. It's hard to give it your all when no one's listening. My wife was the best cook in the whole wide world. I was so lucky, and now you're gone. She's gone, but you have to try and laugh. Ha ha. Ha. I heard that ever since the darkness came, there have been all these horrible undead monsters wandering around the place. Apparently it's because of the dead people and animals came back to life when the earth itself fell. Things are looking bleak. Hang about, I recognize that air anywhere, if it ain't me good friend Yellowstone. You remember, right? Derek's old mucker? Here, come you never told me was the luminary, eh? I nearly fell out of my chair when I heard. Trust Eric to end up blocking about with a bona fide legend. How is old Eric anyway? Is he doing alright? You haven't seen him, have you? Got separated in all the confusion, eh? Well, with things how they are, that's understandable. Well, all I know for sure is that he's a survivor. He'll be alright one way or another. Can't be easy going around the place on your own. Well, maybe I've got a finger too that might be useful for you. It's good to see you back, Yo-san. I'm sorry you ran into all that trouble in Heliodor. If I had known, I never would have let you go. I hope you can forgive me. Things were tough when we were locked up in the castle, but the hero looked out for us and made sure we weren't mistreated. Then Yggdrasil fell, and all hell broke loose. We're the only ones who made it out alive. On the worlds, oh, the world's in a terrible mess. How could the spirit of the land forsake us like this? On the day Yggdrasil fell out of the sky, me and my mates were in the middle of a game of hide and seek. I searched every nook and cranny, but I couldn't find a single one of them. Maybe if I looked a bit harder, I would have found them. Oh, that's dark. Okay. I never believe this. Apparently King Carnelian was possessed by a monster. Excuse me, young man. This is a private conversation. I'll have you know. They say that Sir Jasper hasn't been since the day Yggdrasil fell. I wonder where he could have gone to. Of course, this sort of idle gossip is beneath one of my station. You know Sir Jasper and Sir Hendrik, right? And you know the two-headed eagle on the Eldorian flag. They used to say those two were so close they were just like the old bird. They are heroes and are guiding lights, but now Sir Jasper has gone missing. Come back, Sir Jasper, wherever you are. I'm going the wrong way. We were fighting a sizable force of monsters when I saw something I still can't quite believe. There was a figure behind him. He was the one in charge, I'm sure of it, and he was human. Are we really just fighting monsters, or is it more than we know? I'm tending to the wounded. It's the least I can do for our boys. Every single day brings new casualties, and we're running out of beds fast. Goodness knows where I'm going to put people when that happens. I tell you, being wounded isn't all bad. You get to lie about in bed and day while prettiness says look after you. Hey, don't look at me like that. I was joking, honest. I see. Greetings, Mr. Luminary, sir. His Majesty is waiting for you inside. He woke up not long ago and seems to be rather keen to talk to you.
So, you are alive and well, I see. You have nothing to fear. I have regained my senses at last. The living nightmare that began for me on the day of your birth has ended. Though in truth, I remember little of what I did. I have inflicted so much pain on so many. On you. I do not ask for forgiveness. I do not deserve it. All I ask is that I be allowed to atone, to pay for my crimes by protecting those who remain. Tell me, do you recall what happened on that fateful day? The events that came to pass beneath Yggdrasil's branches? I see. I recall nothing. All I know is that whomever or whatever had me in its grasp for all those years left me there. And when at long last I returned to my senses, I was here. There is something else I must ask you. Tell me, do you know if my daughter is alive? Yes.
Your Majesty, the hero has returned. He brings more survivors seeking sanctuary.
Come. You must meet he to whom we owe our survival, though you may not wish to at first.
So the hero returns. It seems everyone is gathering at the North Gate to welcome him. I know full well that you two have had your differences in the past, but you must set them aside for now.
The luminary lives.
Welcome back, Hendrik. Well, what news?
The forces of darkness amass at the gates of Heliodor. They will strike, and soon. Sire, the people must be removed to safety. Men! All the signs are that our enemy will strike tonight. To arms! They shall not find us unprepared!
As you see, he is as eloquent as ever. But you must forgive him. He has fought harder than any of us. He has sacrificed more than anyone. Which is why his burden must be lightened. It is time that your differences were set aside, Luminary. Mankind needs you. Hendrik needs you. Will you stand beside him? Good. If we are able to withstand the assault tonight, we may yet survive. Join the troops outside the fortress when you are ready.
If we survive tonight's assault, we may have a chance in order to go out there and fight for humanity's future. The terrain around the last span excuse me. The last bastion makes it easy to defend. The people will be safe here as long as we can keep the monsters beyond the wall at bay. Come, the hero waits. But I'm forgetting myself. If you wish to pray or buy supplies up before the battle, please do so now. This may be our last chance. Yeah, let me save. Okay, I have more heal, I'm fine.
Hey, you must be our newest recruit. They say you made it all the way to the last bastion under your own steam. Well, I'm impressed, I've got to tell ya. You can obviously handle yourself. That, or you were born lucky. Well, either way, I'm sure we can find a use for you. Follow me. Right, here's your spot. Just face that way, and when the monsters come, stick the pointy end of your sword in them. Oh, don't look so worried. You'll be fine.
Enemy forces! Here they come! Yeah. Positions, men! Charge! Yeah! Ah!
Yeah, these players are tough, too tough to me. I've never faced monsters this strong before. Got a bit of advice for you. A lot of soldiers are too proud to run away from a fight, but when you've bitten off more than you can chew, it's better to be honest with yourself. So if you're getting the feeling that these monsters are too tough for you, chances are you're just not ready for them yet. Probably I'd head to the cave east of here and use the monkey monsters there as punching guys, then you can come back and you toughen up a little. Just telling you there's a going spot. Oh, I lost Zap because it was a luminary power. That's so fucked up. Okay. Storytelling through gameplay. Those putrid creatures offended both my eyes and my nose. I'm grateful for you ridding the world of them. Here, take this. Still poison. Oh, don't talk to me, can't you see I'm pretending to be dead? You're off, you robbers. Thanks for that. I was struggling, I have to be honest. Those monsters are harder to hack than I expected. Oh, I found this on the ground over there. Call it my little thank you. Whoa, hop in. I'm in your debt, but it is certain Dirk is in dire need of your help. He's fighting a horrible force, unaided. Here, take this, and may prove useful, and may it not. But you must accept it as a token of my appreciation. You'll suddenly receive some special mercy. Don't worry, I've got this area covered. We've got to go back and defend the last bastion. Oh. Criticals are no joke. You beat them. Wow, thanks. I had my eyes shut tight, so I missed the whole thing. That was too close for your comfort. Yeah, my thanks. But how to surrender faith? Fair, I wondered. The less I saw he was facing a mysterious onslaught. Unaided, I pray that he is unharmed. You helped me out, even though we used to be enemies. I owe you more than words can say. Here, have this. I'm sure you can find use for it. Alright. Wait, can I just go back? Nah. We'll continue the story. Hey. You have my thanks. I was vulnerable to attack from below and the enemies exploited me. That to the fall. He's secretly a mermaid. Right, that's where the dude was like, you can grind. Oh, okay. I think that's all the monsters in the area. Everybody, see?
Behind you! Never let down your guard. You'll need to pull your weight if we are to escape this one. Have at them!
A shred of guile. Any other would have fled the field long ago. But I have no complaints. Our reward for tearing thee limb from limb shall be a handsome one indeed. Well, fools, wherefore gapest ye like ninnies? Kill him! Prepare to die!
Victory will be ours!
Hell yeah.
Not bad. Luminary.
Damn, no pep
For balance.
Fuck yeah.
We have carried the day.
Retreat! Move your bones!
Commander, a message from His Majesty. He wishes to speak with you. Both of you.
Right away.
Sir Hendrik has gone back to Last Bastion. You should go back to the King wants to speak to you. Don't worry, we'll take care of things here. I fainted clean away as soon as the fighting started, but it looks like some kind of soul dragged me to safety. Thanks, whoever you are. We cannot afford to relax just yet. That was just a fraction of the enemy's forces. They will be back before long, you can be sure of that. My clothes are bespattered with blood of those putrid fiends. I must needs scrub them thoroughly, or perhaps it would be better to simply burn them. Welcome back, Yo-san. I heard all about your exploits on the battlefield. You and Sir Hendrik excelled yourselves, it seems. Which means you have earned a rest. Fear not. The Heldurian Guard will not allow any monsters to disturb your slumber. Okay. That's gonna do it for this episode. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you, as always. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.